I've got 50 bucks. I'm at the thrift store. Let's see if we can turn it into 300 before the sun goes down. The sun sets at 7:28 today and I'm at a new thrift store. And luckily right away I see this solid wood table. It's priced at $45, which is just an okay price. But I see some potential in transforming it, and the profits at Habitat for Humanity go to charity, so let's take it home. Alright, I just got back with the table. It's got a bit of damage, but with a fresh new modern look, I think we could really bring it back to life. The top has some scratches, but if we just sand it down to bare wood and then I give it a new light colored stain, I think it'll make the wood grain really pop. The bottom is scratched up, but not too bad, and I want to do a two-tone look, so I think we'll paint the bottom a contrasting color from the top, and it'll make the top stain color really pop. Let's get started. First things first, we have to sand the entire table down. On the top we have to sand down to bare wood to help remove the damage and because we're staining. I start with an 80 grit sandpaper to remove the scratches and the old finish. And after a bit of sanding I realize that this old finish is really tough. So let's bring out the chemical stripper. I brush on the stripper and then I wait about 15 minutes for it to do its magic. Then I come in with a metal scraper to scrape off the old finish. And after that first pass, I apply another round to tackle any stubborn spots and ensure a clean, smooth surface. And after cleaning up, we need to get back to sanding. My normal sander is overheating, but luckily I have a backup. I work my way up to a 220 grit to smooth everything out. I use my circular sander on the top, and then I use my smaller sander on the legs and the base of the table. Sanding is probably my least favorite part of any flip, but it's important to getting a smooth looking finish. After everything's all sanded, let's give the table a good wipe down to get off all the dust. While we let the table dry off, let's start prepping for painting. And if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to follow, it helps a ton. Thanks! Sanding took a lot longer than expected, so we need to move a little bit faster. To prep for painting, I tape off the top and I use trash bags as shields to prevent any paint from getting on the top. This is our final look at the table before the new paint. I apply one coat of gray bonding primer so that our base coat adheres properly. And once it's dry, I apply 2 coats of the satin black paint. Make sure to apply thin coats so that your paint doesn't drip. About an hour after my first coat of black, I apply another to cover up any missed spots and get a deeper overall black color. It's starting to get a bit late, so while we let that paint fully dry, let's start working on the stain. Now it's time for my favorite part. First I apply a pre-stain, then I apply a white wood stain and wipe off the excess after about 3 minutes. And after the stain is fully dry, I apply a polyurethane finish to protect the wood from water damage. Just a reminder, this is what the table looked like before, and then after. I think it looks nice. It's wild to think that just this morning it was a beat up old orange table, and now it's a pristine modern looking table ready for a new home. Follow and like this video so you don't miss next week's flip.